let's go to Irina Kurtsevaya. So,
Hi.
yeah, so tell us your past story.
Yeah, I guess this is the tough one, huh? Yeah, mine also goes back 10 years, Rachia. It's interesting. I was pleasing people, I was trying to be good for everyone, and it ended up backfiring on me. I couldn't understand why my relationships didn't work. As much as I put into everything that I didn't feel like appreciated, and I didn't see appreciation. I had a failed relationship. I was about to be married to a person that I really, really loved. And for the longest time, I couldn't explain what happened and why we couldn't actually go forward with the marriage. There were so many misunderstandings. There was lack of communication. Fresh out of college, starting almost done with college, and I had been actually working I started working, and I realized that I can't go forward in my job. So it happened that I kind of, everything fell apart at the same time. I lost my grandmother. I lost my fiance. I lost my friends, everyone that I grew up with. I lost my job. I couldn't find a job for the longest time afterwards. Not that I lost my job. I left my job, and then I couldn't find another job for a long time. So I felt like a complete disaster and destruction hit me, and it all happened at once, and I think I've been unraveling the reasons behind it for, the past 10 years, really. And I think what I did was I went into exile and became an outcast from being a center of attention, kind of center of my group, and having a lot of people around me, to being alone. It turned out that I couldn't actually go to anyone that I had around me for any answers. That was even more hurtful and ironic. The people I considered to be my supporters or my friends ended up being completely not the ones who I thought they were, and I couldn't even go to them, and then there was no lack of trust, and I just shut down and shut in, and felt like I had to do it all on my own. And that's when I started to go after what I really wanted, and that was when I first started consulting startups. The passion came from the failure, because I know what it feels like to be in the shoes of people who don't have support, and who mean well, and who have an honest heart, and who have best intentions, but they just don't have the support, and they don't have a coach, or they don't have a mentor, or they don't have a good sounding board around you. And what I realized when I started talking to all these people, and it ended up being entrepreneurs at that time, because a lot of people lost their jobs and turned to starting businesses, because that was another way out, and I saw everyone needed the similar type of help. So I was on the floor, literally, as it was starting, going from person to person and asking questions like, how can I help you? What do you need? And everyone had a similar kind of, everybody needed support. And I felt that I was that type of person. I so felt them, I felt their pain, because I also needed support, and
Yes.
I gave it to them. And that was a passion, to be able to help my clients, is because I know how difficult and hurtful it is to go without it, and to, so people don't have to lose everything they have, but feel inspired and go after their dreams, and do what they really meant to do, and not feel like they're worthless or bad or something's wrong with them.